Okay, here we go. My top 5 teams in the NFC after the NFL draft. Okay, here we go. Number 5, the Detroit Lions. When you watched that offense last year, it was clear to see the talent is still there, and they didn't really lose too many pieces in the offseason. To bring in Blake Miller, you assume the offensive line continues the production outside of him, and if they stay moderately healthy, especially in the secondary, they will be competing in the playoffs. Number 4 is the San Francisco 49ers. The top end of the roster between Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa is truly elite, but I worry about the depth. I worry about losing Robert Sawela, who very clearly got the most out of that defense last season. And honestly, I don't think they did a ton to help themselves right now through the NFL draft. Number 3 is the Philadelphia Eagles. Even if they move on from A.J. Brown, at the time I'm recording this, A.J. Brown is still on the roster, but I wouldn't be surprised post-June 1st if he got moved. The offensive line should finally be healthy. Lane Johnson is back for another year. Even though they changed play callers and even though they lost in Reed Blankenship in free agency, they brought in Tariq Woolen in to help out in the secondary. They traded for Jonathan Bernard. This is still a truly elite team. You may not like my top 2, but I have a funny feeling they will meet each other in the playoffs again. But at number 2, I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks. If anything, the champs lost a few big pieces in free agency, from Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker, also losing Kobe Bryant in the secondary, and losing Boye Mafe, not to mention losing a genius offensive coordinator in Clint Kubiak. Although the roster is still more than enough for them to compete in the NFC, especially with Mike McDonald. But is it enough to compete with number 1? If you enjoy NFL analysis like this content, make sure you follow so you don't miss any more videos throughout the offseason and the regular season. Los Angeles Rams have Matthew Stafford, the best wide receiver duo in the NFL, a good running back room, a defense that just added Jalen Watson and Trent McDuffie this offseason, all led by Sean McVay from top to bottom. Best team in the NFC, actually the entire NFL. We all know that the Los Angeles Rams were probably the best team in the league last season, and they are going to be way better this season. If you aren't following me, please consider following me. I'm working very hard to get to that 5,000 mark, and I'm just a few followers short. Love you guys. Be safe out there.
Time off his back foot, gets intercepted. It's Cameron Kinchins who made his name against Seattle last year. A pick that he takes back inside the 5. He now has 5 interceptions in his NFL career, 3 against Seattle. They run it with Williams, and he's got a touchdown. LA finally cracks through. Kyron Williams on the board first.
Ends in the 13. This time he goes back to old Sean McVay. 1 tight end, 1 back, 11 personnel. Try to spread this Seattle defense out down near the goal line. There's a lot of people at home saying, why don't you just kick field goals